Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. I am certified life coach Talia Sage, using my natural gifts of intuition combined with the science of life coaching to help you navigate through life's up and downs in order to help you create your best life possible. Today's video message will be what has been preventing you from reaching your full potential. So that could be anything from past experiences that you have not healed. That could be ways of thinking, situations. I don't know. We'll see what the cards have to say. But before we get fully into it, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell notification. It lets YouTube know that you like what you see and that you want to see more of it. And it helps me to achieve my goal, which is to help as many people as possible to have more peaceful, happier existences on this planet. Life is hard, and there's lots of hard things that we go through and have to deal with, navigate through every day. But I feel like if you know that you're not alone and you have someone in your corner cheering you on, trying to help you through it, it makes for a much better existence. So that is why I'm here, and I appreciate your help in helping me to accomplish that goal. Back to the messages. As I said, this message is what has been holding you back from reaching your full potential. We're going to have 4 pile options: pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Group 1's top card is mysticism. Group 2 is bittersweet. Group 3 is destiny. And group 4 is complacency. I did shuffle for all of the top cards, so I will be including them in your message. Use your intuition to decide which pile or multiple piles are calling out to you. If you're drawn to more than one, that's okay. Just know that that means that you have a message across multiple piles. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Not everything in every pile may resonate with you. I think that's it. So let's get into it. You can find your timestamps in the description box below. Click on your timestamp and you'll be fast forwarded to your messages. I'll see you there. Hello, group 1. If you chose this mysticism card, these will be your messages of what has been preventing you from reaching your full potential. And I will just say, your top card actually wanted to show itself in reverse. And this mysticism card has to do with the crown chakra. And I feel like what's been holding you back is you may be a very logical person. You may see things as black and white, believe in the science. You may not. You may be someone who does not have a strong spiritual sense, but I feel like you've probably had some experiences within life that you have not been fully to logic away. Some things that you just have not been able to fully describe with science, and you might just write them off as coincidences. I don't know, just something along those lines where, and to be watching this video, first off, you have to feel some sort of sense of spirituality. Otherwise, you probably never would have clicked on this. But there's like this doubting going on deep down. I don't know, whether it's doubting that there really is a divine plan at play, doubting if there really is something out there controlling things. You may have had a lot of not so great things happen in your life to make you maybe question and bring up those doubts of, well, why would a God, why would a higher power allow these things to happen? Why would a higher power allow people to kill the earth, or to not take care of animals, or to abuse children, whatever it is? I feel like there's just been some doubt in your energy around your heart. And it's maybe even made you doubt achieving the goals that you have for yourself. Made you feel as though you just have to do everything yourself, perhaps, and that there's no mystical energy out there helping you along the way, or there's no divine plan. Things just happen as they happen. I feel like for you, seeing is believing, and that has been part of what's holding you back, is that the belief is not fully there. I feel like on some level you want to believe, but the things you've seen, the things you've been through maybe have put this doubt on your energy. You're being called to have more faith. Like there's a lack of faith. But let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. I'll leave it right there. Okay. Your first card out is Garden. Something lovely will grow from this. Card 15. And Weight of the World. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. It's exactly what I was feeling. There have been ways in which other people have not respected your boundaries. It could be even from childhood, before you knew that you needed to put up any boundaries, because as children, we like to see the good in everything. We just kind of have to go with the flow because we don't know anything. You're maybe taught early on in life not to have any boundaries because the people, the caregivers in your life just treaded all over them and taught you to not be your own authentic person. You had to maybe mold yourself, shape yourself, change yourself into pleasing other people. Had to maybe keep the people around you happy, with complete disregard for what you as a person needed in order to be happy, needed in order to thrive. And I feel like because of whatever it was, that doesn't have to be your exact situation. Once again, it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Because of whatever these issues were in the past that created these boundaries, you have carried it with you. Whatever it is, they put burdens on you. These situations threw this doubt into your energy. It took away the faith, because it's legit like, oh my goodness, this energy makes me want to cry. Group 1, I'm very sorry for whatever you went through. Because it's like, in your mind, if this could happen to me, if this could happen to people around me, whatever it is, how could there be a God? How could they let this happen? What could allow innocent people to be hurt? And it's still weighing on you. It is weighing you down. And as the card says, let it go. This is what you need to do in order to reach your full potential, is to let these things go. We have this card here. Something lovely will grow from from this. With the sword energy here, once you're able to detach yourself from the pain, from the doubt that is placed on you, and you're able to forgive and release it, I feel like part of what you're being called to do is to allow yourself to really feel it. Like you've maybe put up some strong walls around yourself. You might come across as just very determined, like you really know who you are, blunt, have no problem speaking up, but inside it's like you're still this scared person, which is why you have these walls around yourself, so you don't get hurt anymore. But you're meant to grow from these situations. They were painful and they sucked. However, it was the way that your soul planned to learn the lessons that you need to learn in order to reach your full potential. I'm really being drawn to the movie Split, if you've seen that. And then I think the next one after that is Glass. Not saying that you are this person, but it's like the main character in that movie had to come up with different identities for themselves, basically, to deal with the pain that they had gone through. And many of the identities, or actually all of them, were to really protect the main essence of that person from getting hurt anymore. But one of the identities that came about was this like supernatural being. It was not a good character in the movie. It did some bad things, not saying that that's you, but like the supernatural, superhuman part of this person grew from the bad things that he experienced. And I feel like that is part of the potential that you're meant to tap into within this life, is that you overcome these things that you went through, and it's supposed to help you achieve higher heights. This entity that this person grew into came about because it wanted to trying to think exactly how he said it in the movie. The people who have been hurt, they are the chosen ones, is basically how it came about. Like them being split like that opened them up to bring about these superhuman type qualities. And this is what your situations from the past have been trying to do for you. They've been trying to split you open enough to see your full potential. And on a soul level, you had to experience these things just the way that you did to take you to this low place so that you could bring yourself through it and out of it. And I feel like in order to help other people. You've been carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and it's not yours to carry anymore, which is why you clicked on this video. You're ready to let it go. You're ready to believe in a higher power. But until you allow yourself to open up enough, to split open enough, to see the divinity in everything, it's going to keep weighing you down. And I hate to say that because there's so many terrible things that happen in the world. I know it. I've been through many of them myself. And it can be very hard, first off, to allow yourself to feel what you've been through, to really try to heal it, to try to find any sort of positive out of the situation. But when you do, it is so liberating. It is so freeing. And you're really being called to free yourself from these past incidences that have occurred. This 15 here, let's break that down for you. The one is telling me that it is time. It's a new beginning for you to create change in your life, to allow something beautiful and lovely to grow from all the pain of the past, whatever it was. To speak up for yourself, to heal your thoughts, even heal the ways that you look at the world, look at yourself. And that 15 reduces down to a 6, which comes back to thoughts, healing those thoughts, controlling those thoughts, trying to look at things from a more positive perspective, trying to find the lessons and blessings within a situation, no matter how hard it was, no matter how hard of a situation it was. But 6 is also that number of unconditional love. You're being called to come back to a place of unconditionally loving yourself and the world around you. And you are also unconditionally loved by the universe, even if it does not seem like it because of the things that you have experienced. I'm going to draw some cards now to see if there's any more information on what you can do to help break yourself out of these burdens, to untrap yourself so that you can reach your full potential. I'm feeling though that it's really a lot about grounding your energy, getting out in nature, maybe going for a swim, getting around the ocean, tapping into those emotions. I always say you have to heal it. You have to feel it in order to heal it. Your first card out is solidarity. I respect the power of solidarity and look for opportunities to unleash it. When a loved one has something tough, I'll heed their often silent but sometimes loud and whiny call and participate in the toughness with them. Everything is easier when a partner, cohort, sidekick joins you. The only thing that's not easier is feeling resentment, which I suppose is the overall point. You need to find other people like you. That is the first message on how you can get yourself, unlock yourself, right? You have maybe been keeping this inside, which is why it also feels like a weight, like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You've maybe tried talking to people about it in the past and people don't understand. I 100% get that. Never ever have I been able to speak about my childhood and had people actually understand, because it is so freaking out there that people can't wrap their heads around it. But I can tell you, there are groups all over Facebook, all over the internet, of people who had just as crazy, tumultuous, abusive childhoods out there. And the same will be true for your situation, whatever it was that you experienced. There are people out there. And even if you can't find the exact people who've experienced similar situations, you can reach out to people who can offer you that unconditional love, to speak your truth, allow you to feel your feelings and help you to work through it. Like a life coach like myself, or a therapist or counselor, even a rabbi or pastor. You make that call on where you feel drawn to go. Your intuition which is on point, will lead you there. You have maybe also felt like you cannot trust your intuition, but that is because of these experiences that have been weighing you down. You are more tapped in than you probably realize. And as you shed these things from the past, you will feel more connected and more in tune. And that is part of the potential that you're meant to reach. All right, your next cards out are dreams. Dreams are an expression of collective experiences combined with messages from the spirit world. Protection. Create sacred space to keep uninvited energy out. This goes back to what I was saying with the control your thoughts. You have to learn how to protect your energy, protect your thoughts. Protect your thoughts from wandering back to these past experiences, past people. If these people are still alive and around, they may even be pulling on your energy. So you might be interested in getting more into spiritual practices that help you protect your energy, like burning sage, using specific crystals, doing incantations, repeating mantras to yourself. Your dreams, I'm feeling like your dreams send you messages, and you're not fully aware what those messages are. And sometimes you may also have like deja vu moments where it's like you dream something and it happens. It could be years later, but it happens, and you're like, deja vu, I feel like I've been here before. That's because you've dreamt it. That is that intuition, that connection to the divine that you have, trying to make itself known to you. The universe is trying to send you messages through your dreams on what needs to be healed and what awaits you once you do. You're also being called to protect your energy by being selective, maybe more selective about the people that you allow into your energy. Putting yourself first. Yes, putting yourself first more. I felt this energy of maybe you were a people pleaser. Doesn't mean you necessarily are now. It could have been a past energy, but still, put yourself first. Put your self-care first. Put your mental health first. You don't have to be go all the time, or there might be some workaholism there. Just always having to stay busy. You may keep yourself busy so you don't have to deal with these memories and emotions that are trying to pop up to be healed. You may be someone who seems to always be drawn to the wrong types of people and situations. Another reason why you don't always feel like you can trust your intuition, but you're drawn to these situations because you have not completely gotten rid of this energy from the past situations. So it's going to keep coming back around until you heal it, until you completely allow yourself to feel it so that you can heal it and let it go. Bottom of the deck energy is the world. You're about to end this cycle. Maybe this video is the first step into leading you there, but it's about to come to an end. All right, your tarot cards that you received are the Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and Justice. You're being called Once again, like I was saying, maybe you want to work with a life coach or someone, but you're being called to find support. That's that solidarity. Find support, form a support system even that will help you to get rid of any insecurities because of what the past situations have placed on you, to get you out of this energy of holding on so tightly to things that are no longer serving your highest good. Your ego came up at some point in your life to help protect you because of painful situations. And now it's time to let them go. It's time to no longer be an island, but to let other people in and allow that support in to help you. To help you bring balance back into your life. To no longer see things as black and white. To find the gray areas, right? Hurt people hurt people. If there are people in your past who hurt you, it's because that's what was done to them. And so instead of dealing with their issues, they projected it onto you. It's not yours to carry. They projected their issues onto you because they could not handle it themselves. But your full potential within this lifetime is to break that cycle, to be the one to finally end it with all these swords energy here of just cutting it out once and for all, reaching your full potential of rising above the BS, remaining happy, remaining loving, open to happiness and love, not wanting other people to suffer as you have suffered. You speaking your truth, being authentic to yourself, allowing yourself to heal within your headspace is going to bring in so much balance for you, which brings in the end of the cycle, which is leading to you reaching your full potential. So group 1, I hope this makes sense for you. If this resonated with you, please leave me a little kitty emoji down in the comment section. Like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye. Hey group 2, if you chose this bittersweet card, these will be your messages of what has been preventing you from reaching your full potential. So your card, I will just have to say, is that it wanted to show itself in reverse. And this has to do with the throat chakra. So what I feel like is there have been things that have been that oxymoron of bittersweet. Like a birthday is bittersweet. It's great that you have your birthday, but at the same time, it's sort of bitter because that means you're getting older. You know, one step closer to, it reminds you of your mortality. Like this cake here, the bittersweet and the birthday. But there are things that you have not been admitting the truth to yourself about. Maybe fears that you've had, perhaps of getting older, perhaps of your own mortality. Maybe there has been things of the past that were bitter that you refuse to allow yourself to see any sweetness within it. We will see what the rest of the cards have to say. All right, your first card out is Library. Take control of your own narrative. 22. And double mission. Light worker starseed. Serve the world by being you. Okay. The message I'm getting now is that some of you, the bittersweetness, and with that throat chakra, is that you have yet to fully admit the truth to yourself, speak up about your own truth, about who you are, what you want to do, what you want to create, how you want to show up in the world. Due to more than likely fear, due to wanting to fit in, due to maybe allowing society, people around you, family perhaps, control you. Like, you just want to fit in. You want to make people happy. You don't want to rock the boat. And that is what has been holding you back from reaching your full potential. You have not been fully authentic to yourself. And because of that, we have this 22 here, which reduces to a 4. Your life has been built on some rocky foundations. There may be things that you do, that you put up with, that don't make you happy, that really don't fulfill you, but you do it just to keep the peace. It might be going to school to learn a specific topic because your family said that's what you should do, or because your family said that this was a more practical thing to learn, or there was more job security. And so you didn't go learn what you actually wanted to learn. So you're not as happy as you could be. This could be settling in a relationship because this person was a good person, but at the same time, you guys just really don't mesh that well. Or settling because you had children. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. But you might resonate with being a light worker and starseed. You might be a very spiritual person, want to do some sort of healing work, whether that's energy healing, doing tarot. Hell, you could have wanted to be an artist. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do and turn it into a healing form, like being an artist, massage therapist, hairdresser, accountant even. But for whatever reason, you have not allowed yourself to admit that truth to yourself. You have not allowed yourself to fully go after it. And the universe wants to let you know that you, hate to say it, have been your biggest obstacle in not reaching your full potential. The library and the books are making me think of Akashic records. You might be interested in doing some like Akashic records meditation, or maybe just doing a deep dive into yourself and really exploring why you do the things that you do, even if you don't want to do them. Like why you say yes when you say yes and don't say no when you actually want to say no to things. Why you maybe give in to keep the peace. I feel like there's something lurking. Even if you feel like there's nothing missing, or no, because I do feel like you feel like there's something missing. Even if you feel as though you don't know exactly what it is that you're meant to do, there is something in the depths of you, in your personal library, that's lurking, waiting for you to discover it. And until you take the time to really put yourself first, to do the things that will make you happy, even though they might make other people around you not so happy. You're not going to fill that void until you do that. You're not fulfilling your missions here on earth as this light worker starseed. I feel like part of your potential is to break away from these strings, whether that's, like I said, society. You could be a minimalist living in this maximalist world, and you give in to doing the things, all the materialistic things, even though they're not really making you happy, when all you want to do is just, I don't know, go run through a hill of flowers barefoot. I don't know. Apply it to your situation as it fits. It is a general reading. But that's part of your potential that you're meant to reach, is to break free from these strings. Break free from allowing other people to dictate how you're going to live, and learning to give zero fucks about what anyone else thinks or has to say about what you choose to do with your life. And be your authentic self. No matter how painful or sad it might be to break away from those things. That is that bittersweetness coming through. It's like there's visions that you have of yourself, but at the same time, you don't allow yourself to go out and do it because you don't want to disappoint other people. It's like staying in a job that you absolutely hate because you just don't want to let the rest of the team down. Your card that fell out first is resilience. Sticks and stones may break my bones, and unkind words can somehow drain every bit of joy and color from my once rosy life. But nothing can ever permanently damage the real me. I love myself, I cherish myself, and I vow to remember that I'm always camped out in the depths of myself, even when I don't feel very much like myself. You're meant to be resilient. First off, I didn't even explain. I'm shuffling cards to get more insight on what you can do to free yourself in order to help you reach your full potential. The first thing that I mentioned was the Akashic records. You might be interested in looking into that, doing some research into that, or really just sort of sitting with yourself, meditating, and just getting to the root cause of why you do things and what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy. But this resilience, sticks and stones may break my bones. That goes back to exactly what I was saying with that bittersweet card. Like, there are visions that you have for yourself, but it's like you don't want to go after them, or you don't want to go after them because you don't want to disappoint other people around you. And you have to learn to give zero fucks. It doesn't matter what they say in the end. All that matters is that you are happy, that you feel fulfilled within your life, because that is the mission. It's for you to enjoy your life, not for other people to enjoy your life. You're being called to be resilient. I'm being shown Lion King, where Simba is like, I laugh in the face of danger, ha ha ha. That's supposed to be you. You're supposed to laugh in the face of danger. Resilient, and just not to let the haters get you down, whatever it is that you want to do. For some reason, this is the metaphor that always comes to my, or is that a metaphor? The example that always comes to my head is, you always wanted to be a dancer, a ballerina, but instead you ended up going to school to be a dentist because that was the family business, or because the family said this was, there was better job security and more money in being a dentist, right? Live for yourself. That is your message and how you can reach your full potential. Your next card that fell out is courage. Courage is the strength to stand up when it's easier to fall down. 100%. Be courageous. Be courageous enough to go after the things that you want to experience in your life. No one can tell you that you are right or wrong. Only you can do that. It's time to once again to give zero fucks about what anyone else has to say about your journey. We are all on our own journeys. Resilience and courage is what is needed. Your first tarot card out is the Ten of Cups. Follow your happiness. That is how you reach your full potential, is by following your happiness. Like I said before, you have to be happy with your life. It doesn't matter how other people feel about your life. You have to be brave enough to follow your happiness. There might be something that you want to do and you're like, there is no way in a million years that I could ever accomplish this. The odds are stacked up against me. I will have to leave my family and move to a different state. I will have to leave this secure job that has paid the bills for so long. And as I say that, we get the Eight of Cups falling out. In order to reach your full potential, to reach your full happiness, there is something within your life that you need to step away from. And it will be bittersweet. But in doing so, you will be fulfilling your double mission as a light worker and starseed, healing people, probably spreading messages of hope. Your next cards out are the Ace of Cups, Three of Wands, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck energy is the Father of Cups. You have to leave something behind to go off in search of this new beginning. Something that will fulfill you. You have to fill your own cup. Even if this is not leaving behind people, situations, it could be leaving behind ways in which you choose to make other people happy before yourself, ways in which you don't put yourself first. Like I said before, start saying yes when you actually mean yes, and say no when you want to say no. Set your sights on what it is that you want to feel, on what you want to experience. That is the message for you. Set your sights on those things and then do the work. Be courageous enough, be resilient enough to withstand any judgments that may come your way, because people are people. Everyone will always have an opinion, even though it does not concern them. Balance out that energy and tell yourself that it is possible. Set your sights on it. This Three of Wands is about travel. This is about you moving towards what will make life sweeter for you. And it's also about patience, because it will not happen overnight. You may I don't know if I ever finished that thought before about maybe you feeling like there's something that you want to do, but like you don't think it would ever happen in a million years. The odds are stacked up against you. It's not. It's just going to take time. And it's going to take patience and resilience and a willingness to keep working towards your goal. There's a lot of emotions with these cups energy here. It's time for you to take control of your own emotions, of your own happiness. To become that King of Cups for yourself. In control of your own destiny. No longer following the crowd. That is how you reach your full potential. Is to be the leader in your own life. Become that leading main character within your own life. Don't do things just because other people says that this is what you should do. Don't. I'm being drawn to my early adult years where I got in with the crowd because they're fun. They're fun people. They treated me well, but they love to go party and go out clubbing, and that was never, ever, ever what I liked doing. I never enjoyed it. But I did it because I wanted to fit in when I probably should have just kept my butt at home and studied, or went and looked for people who were interested in the same things that I was interested in. There might be a message there for some of you of don't follow the crowd. Do your own thing. Stand up and be that leader in your own life. And that will lead you to all that happiness and fulfillment that you are seeking. And it might be sad. I just split the deck and got the world. You're about to end the cycle. And you will end the cycle once you take these necessary steps. It might be sad to leave certain people or situations behind, which is what has been keeping you stuck. But life will be so much sweeter once you take those necessary steps forward, leaving whatever behind that needs to be left behind. All right, group 2. So these have been your messages of what is preventing you from reaching your full potential. It's really all in your heart space. Loving yourself enough to go after the things that you want, no matter what other people around you feel or think or have to say about it. If this video resonated with you, please leave me a little chalice in the comment section to claim this reading for yourself. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again very soon. Goodbye. Hey, group 3, if you chose this destiny card, these will be your messages of what is preventing you from reaching your full potential. Your card did want to show itself in reverse, so I will be reading it as such. What I'm feeling with your destiny card is that you maybe haven't wanted to admit the truth to yourself about what your destiny is. Maybe you have been trying to deny it. I feel like on some level, you've always had this feeling of what you're meant to do, what you're meant to accomplish, what you're meant to achieve in life. But for some reason, you're doubting it. For some reason, you might be afraid to even go after it. I was drawn to these black and white. This is the yin and yang. You're out of balance in some area of your life. The white talks about isolation and doing things alone. And the black You know, it's like the color black. It absorbs all the other colors and then emits this warmness. And somewhere there, you are out of balance. You're either absorbing too much of other people's energies, and that is clouding your own views, your own judgments about yourself, about your own life, or you have been isolating yourself too much. Maybe put up too many walls around yourself to allow the light of others, to allow any other light to get in. But let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. All right, your first card is Throne. Your potential is endless. Card 45. Followed by Lifting the Veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. This card also wanted to appear in reverse. So instead of lifting the veil was being closed, like I was feeling here. Like you're not wanting to see the truth about something. And I feel that truth is just how much potential you have. You may be talking yourself out of doing certain things in life. You may be really hard on yourself, feeling some perfectionistic tendencies here. You might get bogged down by the small details instead of being able to zoom out and look at the bigger picture of situations, scenarios, because of those perfectionistic tendencies. I'm feeling like you need some grounding, you need to do some work on your root chakra. You've maybe learned over the years to I don't know if I want to say learned, but like you might be a big daydreamer. Just always dreaming of the things that you want to do, the things that you want to experience. But then you lack the follow through, you lack the confidence, the self-esteem that leads you to going out and making it happen for yourself. You have lots of questions. I feel like you do question many things, but you question the wrong things. I feel as though you're someone who's always questioning themselves on, can I really do this? I don't know. Am I pretty enough? Am I smart enough? I don't know. What do you say to yourself, group 3? But you're questioning the wrong things because, yes, you have endless potential. It's all there within you already. It's just that things from your past, perhaps, have made you doubt yourself. People from your past, perhaps, or maybe not the kindest. They didn't say the kindest things to you. They projected their own insecurities onto you. You're being called to release all of these things. That is how you reach your full potential. Anything unaligned must go. Anything that's telling you that you are not a good enough person, that you're not qualified enough, that you're not smart enough, those things have to go. Whether those are memories from your past, people who are currently around you, it's time to open your eyes, to lift the veil about those people and situations that are hindering you from stepping into your full power. I'm going to shuffle some cards to get some more advice on what you can do to reach your full potential. This 45 here, let's break it down. The 4 speaks about stability, security, safety, and the 5 is about change. It is time for you to lift the veil, to open your eyes to situations within your life that are creating instability, that are making you not feel safe, that are making you not feel secure. These could be relationships that you are holding on to for fear of being alone. These could be relationships and situations that you're holding on to for fear of, just out of fear of losing something in the end if you let these things go. But you're being called to create that change in your life, to stir shit up and create real stability, real safety, real security. You could be stuck in a job that it pays okay. It doesn't fulfill you. It doesn't really make you happy, but hey, it pays the bills. So I'm gonna stay there even though I'm miserable. You could be stuck in friendship circles where there's just gossiping and drama all the time, and it really does not make you feel good. It does not really make you feel secure within the relationships, but hey, they're people. You'd rather not be alone, so you decide to stay. Apply to your situation as it fits. This is a general reading. Your card that fell out is receiving. I open up and allow myself to receive love in all forms from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bedbugs, or hate mail. I receive love and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more. You're being called to open yourself up to receiving love. Like I was saying, if you are in a job situation that really has not been fulfilling you, it's time to start looking elsewhere. If you've been in relationships, whether romantic, friendship, even with family, where you're just always feeling judged, you're always feeling like you're not good enough, it's time to let them go. May not be forever, it may just be for a season, but you have to let them go in order to be able to step into your full potential, in order to reach your destiny, in order to sit on your throne. You know, it's the law of giving and receiving. When you give up things or allow the universe to take things out of your life that are no longer serving your highest good, then you will receive those things that will serve your highest good. If you let go of relationships that are not fully pouring back into your cup as you pour into them, you open yourself up to receiving the relationships that will fulfill you, that will connect with you the same way that you connect with them. Same with a job. If you're burning yourself out doing a job that you absolutely hate, open yourself up to receiving something that will actually make you happy. That won't just drain all of your energy. Your next cards out are luck. With a clear direction for what you want to achieve, you're summoning energies that bring good luck. And relaxation. Stop your world from spinning by partaking in well-deserved moments of relaxation. The other things that you can do to reach your full potential is to get clear about where you want to go. That is your destiny, right? Get clear about that. Allow yourself to go after it. Be honest with yourself. Lift that veil. You may have been settling for things, like I said before, out of fear. Stop settling. Get clear on your direction for what you want to achieve. And as you release the things that are not aligned to you, once again, you open yourself up to receiving energies that bring good luck. I can't make this up. I love how these cards fell out. And also, once again, I'm being drawn to work situations, to career. Stop burning yourself out. Stop spinning your wheels, going nowhere in the same situations. This could be career. This could even be within relationships with family, friends, relationships that you've been hoping to get better in some way that just are not growing. They're not improving. Allow yourself to relax. Removing yourself, opening your eyes to what's really going on around you. That is what will help stop your world from spinning. Give back to yourself. Pour back into your own cup. Open yourself up to receiving love from the places that are trying to bring love into you. Give yourself moments to breathe. Give yourself moments to rest, because that is when you will be able to get clear on the directions that you want to take in life, and not have your judgment clouded or veiled by other people's opinions or ideas, even societal. Your tarot cards out are Two of Swords and the Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck energy is the Four of Cups. In order to reach your full potential, it's time for you to make a decision, to take the blindfold off, lift the veil. Traditional tarot, you'd have someone sitting holding two swords with the blindfold on. That veil, once again, it just keeps popping up. Take those perhaps even rose-colored glasses off and look at things for what they really are. No toxic positivity here. There are ways in which many of us will trap ourselves by telling ourselves, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, I can be happy here, even though we are not. And I feel like it's time to admit the truth to yourself and make a decision. Make a decision to choose you, to follow your destiny, to choose your destiny. Do you want to stay within relationships that make you feel bad about yourself, that leave you feeling drained? Whether this is romantic, friendship, family, or within career? Or do you want to feel happier? Do you want to feel more relaxed? Do you want to feel like you are the queen, the king of your own castle, which is your life? You're being called to really look at things from a different perspective, to find a different perspective in the ways that you look at the things in your life. The Four of Cups speaks about someone who's maybe just gotten apathetic and lazy. Maybe they've been beaten down so much that they're just kind of have given up. But what they don't see is that the universe is behind them, trying to hand them this new beginning, trying to hand them a new love, more happiness, more fulfillment. And I feel like that's your message. Like, there's some area in your life where you've just sort of given up and just been like, guess this is it. I'm just gonna stay here. This is all there is. I just got to put up with this. But you can make a decision to do things differently, to look at things differently. This might not be actually leaving a relationship. This could be you deciding to speak up for yourself and put some boundaries in place. You speak up for yourself and state your needs within a situation. Maybe the people around you don't even know. This could be really being drawn to the rat, like there's been a rat in your life, like a friendship or something where the person just has not been what you have given them in terms of love and acceptance, unconditional, all of that. It has not been reciprocated. And you keep making up excuses for this person. If this pertains to you, because it will not pertain to everybody, it is time to admit the truth and to lift that veil. Open your eyes to what's really happening around you. Part of the way that you can reach your full potential is, I feel like, is to really just be honest with yourself about what it is that you want to experience in life. You could have all the things that you want at this very moment, but just the way that you're choosing to look at it is clouded. Like I said, there's like two sides of this coin. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else. Get rid of anything. Marie Kondo your life. If it does not bring you joy, it's time to let it go. And that is how you will reach your full potential. All right, group 3. If this resonated with you, please leave me a bat emoji in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being here, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, group 4. If you chose this complacency card, these will be your messages of what is preventing you from reaching your full potential. So right away, the complacency card has to do with that root chakra. You are ungrounded in some way. This lady is sitting here crying and sad, watching. It's winter. Ooh, what's that? There's a ticket there that's been ripped up. I feel as though there is something, some opportunity, some chance that you may have had that you missed, or that you feel you missed out on, that you messed it up or something. So you've gotten complacent. It's made you maybe stop trying. The sadness of it, the pain of it has just made you sort of give up on even trying. Like, what's the point? What's the use? Nothing works out, so I might as well just be happy with where I'm at. It could have been some sort of loss if you lost a person. But it's like you have been in this winter energy for too long. You may feel like you've lost passion for life, passion for a project, or just even putting yourself out there anymore. You may feel like there's just clouds just always hanging over you, even when you're happy. You may not even fully understand why you feel this way. What that one thing or several things was that put you into this, I don't know, melancholy, depressed sort of energy. Or why there are certain things in your life that make you feel melancholy or depressed. Okay, let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. You have Shark, swim away from this situation, card 35. Followed by Thorns, weave together the crown you deserve, card 14. And the Golden Children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. What has been preventing you from reaching your full potential, group 4? There have been thorns of your past. There have been sharks in your past. There have been situations that I feel that you have gotten stuck on. Stuck on the pain, stuck on the sadness of them. Is she pregnant? Yeah, we got a pregnant mermaid here. There could have been a creative idea, even a child. There is something that you lost, like with this ticket. There was some sort of missed opportunity somewhere, and it has put you into this energy of giving up. You have been focusing on the thorns from that flower, the thorns from that situation, forgetting that there is what is that phrase? What is that? Something like accepting the rose means that you must also accept the thorns. Something like that. But it's like you're focusing on the negative and missing out on the beautiful and the positive about a situation. And you've also been beating yourself up about it. Blaming yourself, perhaps. Speaking really poorly to yourself. And this situation, it could have been more than one incident, a string of incidents, whatever it is. It has put you into this stuck place. It's taken away the passion, perhaps, or that you need in order to reach your full potential. You've been in the winter. It's like you've been hibernating. You've been perhaps even isolating. It's like the trees in the wintertime. You're like the tree in the wintertime. The leaves fall off. They look like they die, but they've just gone dormant, waiting for spring to come, waiting for that sun, the warmth to revive them. And I feel like that's where you are. Doesn't mean that you're walking around doom and gloom all the time. Doesn't mean that you're never happy. It's just there's always sort of like this overcast sky. There's always these clouds that sort of overshadow even the happy times. Whatever this thing was, it really took away your sense of security, stability. And now you're being called to create a new feeling of stability and security for yourself. Whether that's shaking off these feelings, letting go of the mistakes from the past, letting go of the pain, the heartache from the past, letting go of the people who did you wrong. The way to fully step into your potential is to, like this says, swim away from the situation. Move away from these things that put the sadness on your heart. You are a golden child. You might want to look that up. I think there are specific years for the golden children being born. You might fall within those years. But you're being called to really love on your inner child, to awaken that inner child again. That's why the passion has left. You could have had to grow up way too fast. You know, this could be things from childhood where you just had to grow up way too fast and you didn't get much of a childhood. Now you're being called to figure out how to have that childlike innocence and excitement again about life. You're also being called to be gentle with yourself. You could have gone through some really tough things that could have made you learn to self-sabotage yourself because all you knew was drama and chaoticness, right? You know, you could have missed out on a situation just because how do I say this? When many of us go through trauma, especially at an early age, it rewires our brain. There's scientific proof of this. This is why I got into life coaching. Trauma rewires the brain. And for those of us who've been through a lot of trauma, it rewires us to seek out other unhealthy things, whether that's habits, substances, people, situations, because that is all we know. We think that is normal, but it's not normal. And those wires lead us to self-sabotaging. It leads us to not trusting the good things that come our way. And this may be how you feel. Like you've had a hard time trusting the good things. And because of that, you have self-sabotaged them. But the beauty in this, the rose that goes with this thorn, is that once you recognize it, you can start to rewire your own brain. You can start to think differently. You can start to heal yourself so that you are more attracted to those positive things. So you can trust the good things that want to come in for you. I hope that makes sense. Self-worth, that's the first one that came out, and it goes along perfectly. I cast off all concerns about what people think of me. I know I'm a totally kick-ass person, and my kick-assness can never be diminished by rejection. So people can think what they think and feel what they feel. In the meantime, I'll just keep on knowing what I know without thinking about what they are thinking about what I already know, I think. You may be someone who puts a lot of stock into what other people think of you. You could have missed out on opportunities because you were so overwhelmed with what other people thought of you. But therein also lies the beauty of how you reach your full potential, is to work on your self-worth. Stop speaking poorly to yourself. Stop beating yourself up about past situations. There's no way that you could have known. How am I going to say this? Forgive yourself for not knowing then what you know now. Be tender, be gentle with yourself. Heal that inner child. You might be very concerned about what other people think of you. This also happens when we have gone through much trauma. Typically, that could have been the trauma itself of you had people around you who just always projected some really negative things onto you about yourself. Like you were never thin enough or smart enough or pretty enough or whatever it was. I think you may be drawn to group 1. If you were drawn to group 1, I suggest you watch it. Whatever it is, the way to reach your full potential is to work on your self-worth, work on your self-esteem. Learn to accept the good and the bad qualities of yourself. Learn to see the thorns and the rose qualities about yourself. With the sweets come the sours. We all have good and bad. We all have positive and negative. We all have things that we can work on and things that we excel at. Get up off the chair, get up off the seat, turn the TV off, put away social media, and begin to do the work on your self-esteem. Your next card out is clarity. Clearing your mind brings you closer to your sacred inner wisdom. You're being called to clear your mind, to stop focusing on these things from the past, these past situations. Once again, swim away from the situation, to stop beating yourself up about what didn't work out, ways in which you failed. Move away from that. Clear away that negative, low vibe energy. And in doing so, you will begin to see your own divinity. You will begin to see the beauty within yourself. See the good qualities within yourself. Not everyone is all bad. Not everyone is all bad. Not even, I hate to say it, but not even a serial killer, right? There is something in them. There was some good before they flipped. There was some good before situations in life changed them. Not saying that you're a serial killer, but I was taken to the extreme because I feel like you may go to the extremes with the ways that you speak to yourself. You have to begin to work on your self-esteem, work on your self-worth. You might be interested in working with a life coach such as myself, or going to see a therapist or counselor. But as you work on your self-esteem, you will be able to see yourself more clearly. You will be able to see your life and your situations more clearly, your opportunities. You'll be able to see more clearly the people, places, situations that you should steer clear of, and have more confidence in knowing which directions to actually head, where to put your energy, who to trust. Once you begin to see yourself the way the divine sees you, you're going to discover some rare gifts within yourself that you did not realize that you ever had. Getting the chills as I say that. It's going to be different for all of you. You might be into horticulture. I don't know. You might, I don't know, be into science. You might have some spiritual gifts that start to emerge. What can Group 4 do to reach their full potential? Ooh, that's a lot of cards. All right, we have Daughter of Wands, Ten of Wands, Strength, Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. With the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What do you need to do to reach your full potential? You're being called to be this Page of Wands, Daughter of Wands, and to set off on a new passionate beginning, I feel like to decide, yes, back to this golden children, to look at life more like a child, more innocent, more hopeful, with enthusiasm. Not afraid to put yourself out there, not beating yourself up for the things that haven't worked out in the past. Just honoring that inner child within yourself, letting go of the burdens with this Ten of Wands, letting go of the projections that other people put onto you, letting go of this is reminding me of the rewiring I was talking about, like all the wires are crossed. It's time to let those go. It's time to rewire yourself. And you do that by showing strength and resilience. You may have been drawn, if you're drawn to any other groups, I suggest you watch them, because those phrases came up in another group. It may have been group 3, I can't remember. But by using your fortitude and your strength to rewire yourself, to retrain yourself, I feel like to think differently, to look at the world differently, that's going to lead you to this Nine of Cups, which is happiness, fulfillment, feeling confident within yourself. This is even success, being able to go out and buy yourself nice, to treat yourself nice, but just emotionally treat yourself better even. And then we also have the Chariot, which is all about success. When you feel happy, when you are feeling more confident within yourself, fulfilled within yourself, that is when you will reach success. That is when you will reach your full potential. That happiness, that confidence is going to carry you far. It's going to open up these rare gifts that you have within yourself that you're probably going to turn into some sort of business or use it to help you within life in some way. It's time to admit the truth to yourself. Use that sword, cut out any situations, remove any situations, any low vibe energies, people, places, memories, attachments, and to start a new passionate beginning of loving yourself, loving life, seeing the beauty, seeing life for what it is, thorns and all, and no longer beating yourself up for the things that have not worked out thus far, because there is so much more awaiting you, so much more awaiting you in the future, so much happiness. This is how you reach your full potential. Work on your self-worth. Get clear about the truth of who you are. And start a new passionate beginning, choosing to love yourself, choosing happiness, enthusiasm, letting go of all the burdens of the past, letting go of the ways in which you have failed, letting go of the ways in which other people have failed you. Stay resilient, because it is a work in progress. It will be, I feel like, a lifelong journey. But as you grow and evolve through it, you will find more happiness, more fulfillment, rare gifts that you possess that you have yet to awaken to. And those things will lead you to much success in the future. So, group 4, this has been your message of what is preventing you from reaching your full potential. If this resonated with you, please leave me a horse emoji down in the comment section to claim this reading for yourself. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for being here, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.